Philip, it appears that all the warning signs were in place well ahead of the clashes which began yesterday.
Well, there have been warning signs, Claire, which are dated right the way back to the 1980s on this. This is a dispute that has never really been sorted out. There's been a ceasefire signed since 1994, but there have been sporadic clashes since then. In 2016, there were skirmishes which left at least a dozen people dead. And then earlier this year, in July, there were more skirmishes, not in Nagorno-Karabakh itself, but further up the border between Azerbaijan and Armenia. Here's a map of that area. You can see that Nagorno-Karabakh is an enclave within Azerbaijan, but it's mostly populated by Armenians, and Armenia would like it to be attached to that country. Even the people of Nagorno-Karabakh voted in favour of that after the fall of the former Soviet Union, of which both countries were members. But that has never been fulfilled, and that has been the brunt of the clashes that have happened since 1991. Now, there were clashes, as I was saying, back in July. 15 people were killed. They were clashes on the border between the two countries. Basically, what is happening here is there is a clash between the regimes of two different countries. If you look at Azerbaijan, there is President Ilham Aliyev. He has been in power for 16 years, and he is being accused of corruption. He's being accused of not being able to run the economy correctly, of having lost billions in falling revenue from the price of oil. And Armenia is saying that he is visibly keen on populism and saber-rattling by creating a new conflict with Nagorno-Karabakh to try to boost his support base back at home because the economy is in such a poor state. Then you have Azerbaijan, which is accusing Armenia, which went through the Velvet Revolution in 2018, of not coming to the negotiating table, of being a populist movement since then, of going into Nagorno-Karabakh to push nationalist forces there in a bid to create trouble with Azerbaijan. So these two conflicting positions from these two countries have created this new clash since yesterday, and the people who are suffering in the middle are the people of Nagorno-Karabakh.
And with both Russia and Turkey involved in this standoff, is there a risk of this conflict turning into a proxy war?
Well, to put it very briefly, there are three countries involved in the Minsk group, which has been given the task of trying to find a solution to the conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia. They haven't managed to do that. That's France, the United States, and Russia. Now Russia is really the only country which is in the forefront. It has to negotiate with Turkey, which is supporting Azerbaijan, has made no bones about its support for that country. And Russia and Turkey are going to have to negotiate together to try to find some way out of this.
All right, thank you very much, Philip.